What's up guys, it's Cool Ginger here, and so today's video, I'm talking to you about why you don't have your life plan figured out at the age of 18. Sounds a bit random, but the reason I'm talking about this, one of my mates was asking me, he's a bit younger than me, he was asking like, what year he's in, TY or 50 year, I don't know, something like that. And he's saying like, how do you know what you want to do after school? How do you know what career you're gonna go into? How do you know what job you're going into? And I told him, you'll figure it out. You know what I mean? You don't have to have your whole life planned out at the age of 18, or like, before you leave school or whatever. If you have a plan, that's great. But if you don't, you don't need to be stressing about it. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about that because I'm sure a lot of people could relate to thinking that way, and I know I have. I have at times. You know what I mean? I have. So I'll make a video about it. Like, so I'll explain to you what I'm doing at the moment. I left school during fifth year. If you don't already know, I'll explain to you. I left school during fifth year. I gave carpentry a shot. I was doing an apprenticeship for a bit. I tried to do carpentry. Didn't really work out. I wasn't the best at it. Just wasn't my kind of work, you know what I mean? So I left that, and I remember being super stressed because I left school and my job didn't work out. I had to find a new job now, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I was confused because I was like so stressed on what I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do, how am I gonna make money, and then I just applied to a shitload of jobs. I got a sales job there for a bit. It was okay, but the hours were absolutely crazy. I ended up leaving that job, and just recently I started a new job with one of my dad's cousins, and I'm doing basically like windows and doors and shit. But like we basically we take out doors, put in fancy new doors, pivot doors, go over glass, do windows and stuff, and we do some labouring as well. I'm pretty much just helping him out for the next while, helping him lift shit. We were measuring setting up a few jobs there on Friday. So yeah, that's my story. Just so you know, I can talk to you about this stuff, but like, here's the thing: if you don't know what you're gonna do, right, you can just apply to every fucking job, and you'll get one, and you'll find out what you're good at. Because I tried the carpentry and it didn't work out, and most people would, and in fact I did as well. I was really feeling bad because I wasn't good at it, and I tried it, but guess what? I learned that's not what I'm good at. That's not what I'm good at for. You know what I mean? Tried the sales job, and I was pretty good at sales actually, but maybe just this job wasn't it. Who knows? I might come back to it. Who knows? But at the moment, I'm trying out this job. It if it doesn't work out for you, then you'll learn from it. You know what I mean? And guess what? I'm only 18. I'm 18. I turned 18 in January, so I've still got the whole year, and I've probably still got another like, that'd be 50, 60 years in my life to set up my career. Get a house, whatever. Don't have a girlfriend at the moment. I have fucking so much time to meet one eventually. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be stressed about these things, about having your whole life planned out ahead of you at, as soon as you leave school. A mate was asking me, how do I know this stuff? I was like, I thought I did. I thought I was gonna leave school, be a carpenter. Didn't work out, and I still have this. I still my goal. I want to do during my 20s. I want to go and travel the world. I want to see loads of different countries. I want to see like Australia, go to Australia, Brazil, Thailand. I want to go to loads of different places and see the world. You know what I mean? But and how am I gonna do it? I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? You've got you've got time to figure this out. You know what I mean? You try things out. You know what I mean? Like, you've got time to try things out. You've got time to find out what you're good at, what you're not good at, what kind of work suits you, like whether it's carpentry, whether that is for you. You've got time to try that out and see if it is. You've got time to try out this job. You've got time to try things out, and if you really have a passion or a dream that you want to follow, you've got time to follow that as well. I'm doing this YouTube. I want the YouTube to take off eventually, and I do eventually want to make money from YouTube. Yeah, I'm not, you know, I've still got a bit to go, but I eventually do want to make some money from YouTube. You know what I mean? That's a dream. But guess what? I'm not gonna give that up. Like, no way. Because I've got time to sort that out, to follow my dream, follow that passion, and take eventually YouTube will take off. You know what I mean? I believe it will. You know what I mean? This year, but like I've got time to do things like that. I've got time to work different jobs, get different experience. It's all about getting experience. You know what I mean? Well, you figure out what you're good at, what you're bad at, and all that stuff. I'm just you probably notice I'm looking down. I have a few pointers written out on what I'm trying to say, because in case I just like lose my train of thought sometimes. But and like even like I said, I lose my train of thought during my videos. I forget what I'm gonna say, but you know, how much time have I got to post more YouTube videos? Every video I post, I'm getting better. You know what I mean? Every job I try out, every day I work, I'm getting more experience and I'm getting better. I'm learning more about myself and about what I'm good at. You know what I mean? So if you're worried about having your whole life planned out, whether you want to go to college or whether you don't know what to do in college, whether you don't want to go, I'm not gonna go to college. Whether you have a plan or whether you don't be stressing about it. You've got all the time in the world. I think people forget that. You know what I mean? Because some people think they do have to have all that figured out, but I'm just trying to make a positive video. You know what I mean? You don't have to have your whole life figured out at 18. What job you want to do, everything fucking sorted. You won't. You've got time, and you will figure it out. Because I can't say tell you how, but you will. And I know that sounds kind of stupid. It's like, yeah, bro, you'll figure it out. I don't know how, but you will. But like you will. I figured it out. You know what I mean? I just apply to different jobs. I'm figuring it out as you go. But that's how it is. That's how life is. You'll figure things out as you go. You'll learn as you by doing things rather than just sitting around and not doing that and looking at stuff. You'll figure things out by doing. You know what I mean? So I think I'll leave the video at that. You don't have to have your whole life figured out at 18. Don't be stressed. I don't. I'm not stressed. I know I'm gonna figure it out. Good things are coming. You know what I mean? Good things are coming your way too. If you hit that like button and subscribe. Nah, I'm only messing. Good things are coming for you anyway. But if you do want to see more videos like this, some advice on self-improvement, on the gym, on stuff like this, you know, your future and all, I'm trying to do self-improvement content. So if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel because I'll be posting more like this. But I will see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.